Oh, guys, I got to tell you this. I don't care when we started, but so I bought that mayo must combo from Heinz.
How is it?
It's a game changer.
How's it
You
smell?
like it?
Absolute game changer.
Is it just
I had it on
sandwiches?
Oh, dude, turkey sandwiches with a little bit of
Bologna.
No, we don't have any bologna here. Turkey
Don't
sandwich
act like
with,
it's bad.
with some cheese. Oh, and that mayo must. Holy hells!
That
Mayo
musty
must is like the worst name they could have picked.
Unless
They
they
could-
pick musty mayo.
I think did what Kyle Caldwell say? Mayo chard, mayo tard.
Mayo tard, probably.
Maybe I think it was mayo tard. I'm
It's-
like, okay, that was probably better. Yeah,
I put-
mayo
I-
must.
I put the mayo chup on burgers.
Mm-mm.
What? You don't?
I'm mayo must all the way.
Oh, dude, mayo.
I'm too.
Wait, I thought you liked Jumbo Jacks.
I do like Jumbo Jacks, but if we're being honest, I like. I'm not saying I don't like that combination.
Hey, Dan,
my
let me stop you
preference-
there.
Uh-huh.
We're always being honest.
Unless don't pee on my leg and tell me it's raining.
Okay.
Because honey, I ain't buying it.
I do like Jumbo Jacks, but man, you mustard on a burger. I mean,
It's good.
Agreed.
I think Dairy Queen does mustard on burgers.
They do.
That's
ketchup
a ketchup
must.
mustard. Yeah.
Okay.
I think
With
I think
pickles.
Sonic
With
does all
pickles.
three. I think
Mhm.
Sonic's all three,
Oh, okay.
and it's a great combo.
You know,
With onions.
I
Yeah, but
like
okay.
I like a good ketchup mustard with pickle on a cheeseburger.
Listen, ketchup mustard was always my go-to.
Ketchup mustard is a great combination. Let's be honest. It's like the peas and carrots of condiments.
I don't know about the mayo must. I
Dude.
don't think I've ever had the combo.
The mayo must is. You've never had a mayo and mustard on a sandwich?
I don't think so.
Oh man, that's the combo.
Boy,
Is it
mayo, mustard, turkey, cheese, maybe some chips if you're feeling frog.
Hey,
That-
hear me out.
That's
bread.
a post-pool. That's a post-pool sandwich.
Some bread on there.
Well, absolutely.
Well, yeah, if you want to be unhealthy.
Couple toasty buns.
Hey, that's your wife.
There she is.
Oh.
All right, welcome into episode 17 of a Top 5 podcast. It's good to have you back with us today.
Hey, it's
Great
good
to have you back.
If you're listening now, 2020 is behind us. We kicked it in the ass on the way out the door.
Bye.
did. See you later, nerd.
Choose.
Nah.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Bye.
Yeah, so it's gone.
He gone.
We
So we
survived
tossed
it.
up.
We
He
made
gone.
it. We made it, boys. We made it. So
Hey, look, ma, we made it.
2021 gonna be my year, y'all.
So,
oh my god, I say it every time.
so we're celebrating 2020's in the rearview mirror. What's everybody drinking tonight?
I have a bush latte.
Oh,
That's not a bad beer, Michael.
I am
Um,
currently enjoying a Christmas-inspired red ale from Garage Dog Brewing.
Look
I
at
hate
that.
place.
Selfless plug. I'm going with the cookie tin from O'Fallon, one of their cookie tin beers. It's the blackberry mac
You don't
one.
say.
So, what do you think about that
Blackberry and
one?
macaroni, huh? What a combo.
It smells weird.
Those were too sweet for me.
You know, I'm a smeller. I think it's a good. I
You're
don't
a
think it's-
smeller. You're my feller. You're a big. Mm-hmm.
Why my big ass?
I didn't.
Yeah,
I said
I
it.
got a fat
in.
ass. I
Hey.
do got a fat ass.
Hey.
I think it's okay. I don't think it's too sweet. I think it's a good balance.
Yeah.
It's a lot better than the Bush apples. I hate to say it, but
Yeah,
Oh, it
Bush
is
apple.
better.
I think so.
That
Bush
guy
apple
brought
is
up,
sweet.
and that was that's like a one and done. Can't sit there and drink those.
I could take one, but yeah, they're sweet. It's like a cider.
Yeah.
Mhm.
A nice Dickens cider.
Yeah. Oh,
What? Dickens makes a cider.
oh yeah, they do. Dickens. Yeah.
But Matt and I went out Sunday,
Oh yeah.
and we did a little bowling, and then we found ourselves at
You
Lou-
pinheads.
Okay.
Struck him out.
I was gonna say that's one strike.
Struck him out as baseball. What a dummy.
Yeah, that's all right.
Toss them up.
Found ourselves over at Lulu's, and we got there, and there was a very intoxicated couple that decided to join us at our table.
Oh,
They proceeded to tell us about their trip to Nashville to go see a band where they stayed at a Best Western. He could
well,
not.
that's
He
your
could
first
not stress
mistake.
that enough.
Mike, it's the best.
He said they got very drunk. She found herself a group of girls that she was crying with all night. Well, he woke up in the morning to the manager, an Indian man, waking him up. He was only wearing a shirt by the elevator, hugging a fern. And all the guy could say when he looked at him was like, "Why'd you do this? Why you do this?" He said he had to get himself up, walk himself back to his room, trying to pull his shirt down to cover himself up. He had no idea what he did.
Picks up the plant to try to cover himself up. You
The
didn't
shimmy.
see anything.
Why you do this?
Why you do this?
So they were just like, I have to tell someone this story, and
They were pretty intoxicated, and they decided that
is that what they led with?
No, there was.
We're pretty drunk.
He was trying to find a Pearl Jam song or something on Touch Tunes, and he said every time he typed in Pearl Jam, it would come up Barry Manilow or something.
Well, he's probably typing in Barry Manilow.
Yeah, because I pulled it up and I typed in Pearl Jam and it came right up. But then he decided to start singing me the song he wanted me to play.
Mm-hmm.
And
Did you get it?
no.
Did you nail it?
I ended up putting the phone
he said
away.
you probably get this all the time. Are you the real life Shazam?
Mike, you know what? It was probably the Thunder Rolls.
You know what? It wasn't. But
Those Tundies do roll.
Oh, Tundy Rolls.
so if you're ever staying at the Best Western in Nashville, steer clear of floor number 4.
And the plant there.
All right. Well, we got Danny. He's wearing the Blues jersey over here, and it's about ready. We're about ready for some Blues hockey.
Cannot wait.
So,
Not
Is that
a
our
theme
song?
No.
No.
That's okay. That's Jock Jams.
so
Hey.
Mr. Ryan O'Reilly is our new captain.
Wyan O'Reilly.
What do you guys think?
I'm in. I'm all in, hands down.
Me too.
Yeah.
And not taking anything away from Petra whatsoever. I had my doubts when he was announced. Can't take anything away from him now. He's the first Blue to ever hoist a cup
Oh, yeah.
as captain. Can't take anything away from the guy. Love the guy. But man, it just ever since O'Reilly showed up, just his work ethic and every shift on the ice, he's just balls to the wall. He just seems like he's the leader of the team.
Yeah,
I
he was
tell
the
you
clear
what.
choice.
Yeah, I think so too. And I think you can make the argument that if you didn't have Ryan O'Reilly on the team when they won the cup, they may not have won the cup.
I don't think it's an argument. We wouldn't.
Well, it's not enough. Yeah, it's not. He's the Conn Smythe winner.
Yeah.
I mean, he was phenomenal. So
he was
for him-
the only guy putting up points when we were as terrible as we were. He was the only one performing.
Yeah. He was clear for me. He was a clear choice for the captain.
So that's one big piece of Blues news that's coming up. Hockey starting up. Not a whole lot to look forward to, obviously, during COVID still's going on. So that's big news. And we've got new division. For those of you who don't know the new division setup for hockey, if you're interested, all Canadian teams are playing each other. Their division. They're in
the North Division.
Well, okay, whatever. It's all the Canadian teams. Then they have Pacific Division, Central, and Atlantic, I guess, or East,
I
Central,
can't
and
remember
West.
what they named it. They changed the names.
Whatever
Hey,
it
Dan,
is.
would we be in the Central Division?
Well, you'd think so, Mike. But apparently Carolina is more central than St. Louis.
Well, yeah. I mean, if you're taking into consideration Iceland, they are.
So our division is made up of, in alphabetical order, Anaheim, Arizona, Colorado, Los Angeles Kings, Minnesota, San Jose, St. Louis, Vegas.
Which I'm not too terribly mad about.
I could go either way on it. The positive for me, if I was to pick a silver lining, is I feel like I'm always worried about some of those teams going into the playoffs. Like I feel like we haven't played them as much as we have our division opponents, and there's just some uncertainty there. And I feel like everyone out in the West, they tend to be bigger teams.
Bigger teams, yeah.
Than the Central. So we're going to be used to that. The downside for me really is
the times.
Oh my God. Every time we make the playoffs, we get hosed because we play West Coast teams. Our opening night game is 9:30 Central time.
Yeah.
It's
Mhm.
such garbage.
That's dog shit. And that's the aspect that I don't like, but I do like the teams that we're playing. I feel like Vegas is going to be a tough team. I mean, we do have some, you do have Colorado. You do have some tough teams.
We still play Colorado. We still play Minnesota.
Yeah,
but-
I worry. We got Arizona, who just for some reason has our number every time we play them.
They do, and it's ridiculous.
And as bad as the California teams are, I feel like we always have a rough California trip. every year.
Seems to be. And we're not playing Chicago.
Yeah,
It's
right.
good for
And
them.
it is good for them. They suck. But we're
Oh,
not
it's
playing
great for them.
Dallas.
But
We're not playing Dallas. We're not playing Nashville. And the way I understand it, right, is we're only playing our division, right?
Yeah. You play everybody
Yeah.
4 times, I believe.
Two
Two home,
times.
2 away.
Yeah. 2 times at home, 2 times away.
And are they all back to back?
I
I
believe
think to
majority
reduce I think to reduce exposure, that's what they're
Yeah,
trying to do.
I think they're all back to back, right? Yeah.
I believe so.
Oh man,
Which is kind of nice. I kind of like that because like you get hosed one game, you're like, okay, let's get some revenge on these bastards. I mean, it's kind of like a playoff format.
Yeah, there's that aspect, and I also like anytime we had back to backs in the past, it seems like if there was like a scrappy game in night 1, night 2 is like must see TV.
Oh yeah.
You want to watch it.
Yeah. So anyway, I just wanted to touch on that a little bit. Hockey's getting ready to start up. We're all big hockey fans, and I just wanted to just brush
Hobby.
over that a little bit here.
Mike's got the hockey sweater on.
Joffa.
Joffa. It's a throwback to an old hockey helmet manufacturer, I believe.
Okay.
That is.
So going back to 2020 behind us now.
It's behind.
It was bad for a lot of reasons, but I wanted to take an opportunity to be silver lining guy. I wanted to talk about maybe a couple things we're thankful for from 2020. A couple things to, shed a positive light on 2020, carry over into 2021 with a fresh perspective.
I'll give you one.
Hit me.
How about a top 5 podcast, ladies and gentlemen?
That was my first one, you son of a...
That didn't even make honorable mention for me.
Oh my.
Oh, no. And see you later, folks. That's it. 2020 brought a top 5 podcast. We got tired of you guys know the story, but we kind of got tired of not being able to hang out. Everybody was shut down. We're in quarantine. So we said, why not bullshit and tell the stories we got on air. So yeah, I'm thankful for 2020 for that.
Yeah, me too. We're back
also working from home.
Is that a positive for you?
That's a positive for me. I do like working in the office. I think there's a certain social aspect to the office life, which I kind of do like. But yeah, working from home is great. I mean,
every time I think I miss being in the office, I go in and wish I was home immediately.
Yeah.
And we can get all of our work done at home, and it's showing now.
Yeah, as a manager, it definitely presents some challenges in terms of like if you have a message to give to like the whole team. It's a little bit I like giving like messages like news in person if I can, like getting Michael Scott conference room now.
Like you're all fired. Face to face works better.
Right. Yeah, like, hey, our meeting's in the parking lot, and I just close the door, lock it, come back in. No, no, but I for sure like the working from home too. Another positive for me has been a few months into quarantine, I guess. I bought the Mac. I bought a new computer. I bought a Mac Pro, which I've never had before. So I do all the editing and stuff for the podcast on here. Dan and Mike help. We all call in and do all the editing together, but the Mac kind of assists with that. But in addition to that, it's enabled me to have a tool to do a lot more recording and writing of music, which is a passion of mine.
Which is in the intro.
Oh yeah.
Shout out, little shout out there.
Did all the intro and outro music. That was fun. That was a fun little creative outlet for me. So I'm enjoying that. And then my third one, and in no particular order whatsoever, was just getting to spend way more time with family. When the shutdown started, daycares were closed. Benjamin was home, 6-7 months old. We got to see all the milestones, the sitting up on his own, crawling, walking, talking, all the first words, all that fun stuff. So that's been just an absolute blessing.
Yeah,
Nice.
that was mine too. You kind of stole it, so thanks a lot. But
No problem. You got to see that with my son as well?
I did,
Like,
yeah.
like,
Peeping through the window,
peep
just
through
I know where
my
you live.
window.
So yeah, no, that was another one because I normally don't get out 4:30. It takes me about an hour to get home with traffic, give or take. So I wasn't getting home till like 5:30. So
Well, yeah, when you're stopping at the bar on the way home.
nobody
No,
stops
okay.
at the bar. Oh, unfortunate.
Nobody
soul.
stomps at the bar.
So when I get off work, I just go right upstairs and then have dinner, which I didn't used to get to have dinner with Forrest because he.
Oh
eats
man, yeah,
good
that's a
time.
bummer. That's great.
So yeah, being able to eat with him for the past year has been
Mm-hmm.
frustrating sometimes, but it's pretty rewarding because you get
Yeah.
to see him eat. So that was mine. Mikey,
Let
you?
the boy watch. I guess for me, 2020 allowed me to sell my old house, buy a new one.
That's right. Hey, Mike, where'd you buy that house?
That would be in the same subdivision as old Danny B, about 0.4 miles away. Yeah, and then I also got myself a new vehicle this year.
Well, you moved closer to me too, so
That is true.
just to make things clear.
The podcast is in closer proximity.
St. Petrus.
It's like a circle.
It's like a circle.
We like our circles.
We like our circles.
Well, cool. Well, I wanted to do a little recap. I know 2020 sucked, and just wanted to shed a little positive light on 2020 a little bit. Be silver linings guy, which I rarely wear that cap, but I decided to throw it on for this episode.
You know what? It's about time. You're a real Debbie Downer around here.
Well, I threw it off.
Okay.
It's gone.
Well, I guess we should close out the year with the little bad people.
Let's do it.
So, Mike,
Okay. Can I get a score update?
you can. It is 6 me, 6 Mikey, 4 to Daniel Dockraden.
That's me.
And a recap of the punishment is the wing punishment, correct?
The wing punishment. Yes, someone will eat a 2.5 million Scoville hot sauce covered hot wing at the beginning of whenever the loser loses.
I think we're all rooting for a double Danny B loser here.
I don't think
I can
we
get behind
all
that.
are. No, I don't think we all are rooting for that.
Well, majority.
I know
But
Jenny
you-
called in and was rooting for that one.
Oh, okay. I might have to talk with her. Let me write that down. Yeah, so they will eat the wing at the beginning of an episode, and you guys will be able to watch and listen to their pain.
The first
Yeah.
punishment for anyone that's just tuning in was you had to buy margaritas for the podcast crew
For the entire night.
for the night.
Mm-hmm.
So we've jumped from that to torture in the form of a hot sauce wing.
Yep.
And I'm worried about what the next one's going to be. But anyway, we'll jump into bad people here.
All right. Question number 1 for this week. Most likely to refer to themselves in the third person.
Okay. For those of you who don't know, third person. No, I'm just kidding.
A little lesson here.
Most likely or least likely?
Most likely to refer
Most
to
likely.
themselves in the third
In the
person.
third person. Okay.
Mike wouldn't do that.
Well, you just got yourself a vote. Because I have no idea who to vote for. This is a
Okay.
complete toss-up.
Yeah.
I feel like flipping a coin. I hope we
Nobody
get
would
a-
do this.
I hope we
I
get
hope
a-
we all cancel.
I hope we get a tie on this one.
Yeah.
All right, I got it. You guys
Okay.
ready?
Yeah.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, shoot. I knew it. I just knew it was gonna happen. Dan
It's
knew
a-
that was gonna happen.
It's a toss up, and he goes straight for me. He goes straight for the jugular.
I voted Danny D.
It didn't matter what I voted.
Ow, ow, ow.
Danny B voted for Danny D. Danny D voted for Danny B.
That's right. Dan is upset. He's gaining ground.
That sounded like a third person right
Yeah,
there.
I don't think any of us would do that. That was
No.
just I did a eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
No, Dan would never do that.
Okay, question
right.
2.
Question 2. Who would rather be rich than happy?
Oh, I got that.
Man. Yeah. Okay.
I don't know. These are
Yeah.
tough.
You guys ready?
I am.
Yeah, I guess so.
You ready, Dan? You good?
Yeah.
All right. 1, 2, 3, shoot.
Mm.
All right. I voted for Mikey. Danny voted for Mikey. Mikey voted for me.
Again, I don't have a reason on that one.
I don't have a huge reason. No, I really don't have a huge reason.
What's your little reason?
Giving me a million reasons. I don't know.
No, because I think both of us are pretty or both of us. I think all
here
of us
we
are,
go.
Screw Mike. I think me and Dan are pretty. No, I think all of us are pretty happy. And if we were to get a lump sum of money, I don't think anything would change. That's how I kind of took it.
Putting you nerds in my rear view.
We're just saying that,
Leaving y'all
End in the
2020.
podcast.
Mike, it's a compliment. We're saying that we're all equally happy, but if we all got the same amount of money, you'd be more happy than we are.
I don't think that's how the card reads.
I don't know.
That was I did
All right.
eeny, meeny, minies on that one.
So we got a
765.
765.
765.
Yeah.
765.
All right. Question 3. Who has the worst poker face? Poker.
First
Poker,
of all, hardly know her.
I hardly know her.
I got mine.
Yeah. Okay. I'm good.
Yep.
Ready? 1, 2, 3, shoot. Nice. Me
Y'all
and
get
Mike.
a point.
Me and Mike both voted for Danny B. Dan voted for me. And I'll tell you my only reason, Dan, the first thing that came to my mind was I just feel like if you start getting good cards, you might start doing the clear the throat thing that
I don't why would I do it then?
I don't know. That's just what came to my mind.
Or I feel like if something we're trying to hide, you might giggle first. Giggly bits?
Immediately giggles.
I picked Danny D because I feel like you'd be like you're one of the people like tries to make other people laugh. So you give him the straight stare, like he's got like a royal flush.
Oh, there you go. There's
Maybe
your
I'm
worst poker face. The Chinese food you guys went to.
Tell
He
that
couldn't hold it together.
Tell that story. Who
Oh
should
my
tell it?
God. You should tell it.
I should tell it.
Tell it.
All right. So when we were all living in the an apartment in St. Charles off Prolly Lane over by St. Charles 18.
This was the first time we lived together.
Yeah, first time we lived together. Dan and I were like, oh, let's go get some Chinese. So we ordered some Chinese. Or no, we didn't order it. We were going to order to go.
We did.
Details.
Yeah.
So we walk in, place is completely empty. We pick up the menus. I'm not going to use any accents. The lady says, do you guys know what you want to order? And we're just going to take a look at the menus here real quick. We got menu. They're pretty big. It's going to cover up your face. The menu.
Oh, yeah.
They're pretty
It's
big.
the fold out. It's the 3 fold out.
We're not sure what we want. I think we're, probably at the time, probably a bit hungover, looking for a little hangover meal.
That's probably correct.
Reasonable. So we're in there and we're taking our time on the order. And so she asked us again, do you guys know what you want? Just 1 second, please. And she throws out the weirdest burp.
The weirdest burp.
Followed by the weirdest sound to try to cover it up that I've ever heard in my life. She goes, ugh. And so I start cracking up laughing, and Dan doesn't care at all that he's laughing out loud right in front of her, and he's looking at me shooting daggers at me, going look at me. Did you just hear that? How did I not just? How did I miss
the
it?
paper menu.
The menu's in front of my face,
just shaking,
and my shoulders are just bobbing up and down.
Don't shrug.
I'm still trying to figure out what I want.
Guys, it was the grossest burp, just like he said. It was
The Tim Allen?
with the trail off. She tried to cover it up and it didn't work. And I was not letting him not laugh at that because I was dying.
It was the trail off, man.
The trail of tears.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that was where were we?
Where were we? Yeah, Mike, lead us into our top 5.
First of all, today's National Plan Your Resolution Day,
Oh, how fitting.
which coincides greatly with today's top 5, which is our top 5 goals for 2021.
That's right. A little bit of a switch up.
Little switch up and give you a little insight into the intellectuals that we are.
And we're not. And you'll find that out.
Well,
I'm
let
actually
the fans
hetero,
be the judge,
so.
Dan.
Who wants to kick it off?
I'll go. I'll kick it
Okay.
off.
Dan, show these guys your goals.
Let me show you my goals for 2021. Number 5. I don't want to go serious on everybody, but
Some might not consider this to be a goal.
Eat more spaghetti. That's,
my number. Well, listen, that would not be the worst.
that's an honorable.
That's definitely going to be an honorable now.
With ranch on the reheat leftovers.
Oh,
I heard it.
guys, if you're listening and you don't know about this secret yet, on your leftover spaghetti, only leftover spaghetti,
Yeah, not fresh.
drizzle a bit of ranch on it. It's phenomenal. Dan's a convert.
You gotta wet the dries.
You got to wet the dries. It's all about wetting the dries. Okay, let's get back to the list here. Let's reel it back in. My number 5. I'm going to try to not shit my pants. And let me tell you about this. Now, I put this on here because I'm...
Oh my God.
I'm I put this on here because I'm 32 years old, okay? And I didn't crap my pants in 2020. So my goal is to continue
Hey, roll
the
that
streak,
over.
continue the streak and
No
Hey,
not
contact.
streak,
crap-
huh? No, you want to continue no streaks.
I want to continue no streaks. Heyo. By not crapping my pants in 2021.
Oh,
okay.
no.
I just want listen. Do you want to crap your pants?
Maybe don't do that sushi night on New Year's Eve. We'll give you the
Long-
recap in the next step.
I just gotta not. I gotta make it to. I gotta not make it to midnight, and I think that's probably doable. All right, number 4. Get a tattoo. I want to get a tattoo. I know I was getting in previous episodes. I think we talked about it. You called me and Mike out for not having tattoos from the Stanley Cup win. COVID kind of put a damper on everything. Everything shut down for a while. So 2021, my goal is
That's
to
not
get,
true. You had a long time to get that tattoo, but if you want to use that as your excuse, go ahead.
Everything shut down for a while.
Well,
we had
we
nine-
won the
9
Stanley
months.
Cup in the summer, but
Of 2019.
Listen, when we had okay. Anyway, that's my number 4. Okay, number 3. Try to
wait a minute.
reduce-
You're gonna get that tattoo?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Left
You
cheek.
gotta between now and next episode, pull a rendering together or something. We can throw it up on the next YouTube.
Okay,
Next YouTube
yeah.
stream. Kind of
Next
some
YouTube.
ideas you're thinking about.
Yeah. Number 3, I'm gonna try to reduce phone time. I'm on my phone a lot.
Like screen time?
screen time on my phone. Yeah, I'm always like looking at videos and stuff. I'm trying to be less on my phone. So
That's a good
number,
one.
number
Yeah.
3, try to reduce the phone.
Less
to live-
technology.
Less technology. Yeah, I want to try to reduce screen time
Hear that,
more.
Mike? He wants to chat us even less.
Oh,
I
that adds
chat
up.
you all the time.
That's what I'm saying.
No, just at just at nighttime, just to reduce more with the boy, hang out with Forrest a little bit more. But still hang out. I mean, we still do puzzles and stuff, but you know, sometimes you get busy or have
for
to
sure.
do something.
For sure.
So.
It's the easy thing to do.
It's easy, yeah.
Tough. It's a tough thing to combat.
Especially when everybody's there's technology everywhere.
What I
So,
found is just put it on the nightstand.
yeah, just leave it.
Yep.
Number 2, reach out to more family. Especially, I guess, with COVID, I haven't seen my family as much as we normally do. So we have we have family birthdays. We got family. We get together if somebody farts. I mean,
That's true.
honestly,
I've been
everybody gets together. So, and I'm not able to go see my dad
That stinks, man.
as often.
there. Gotta be a gas.
Oh, there he is. So yeah, just trying to reach out and talk to the family a little bit more, just to get the interaction that we're not having this year.
Just
So
not on your
2021,
phone though.
Maybe.
Oh.
I don't know. It might have to be, but
Okay.
and then number 1 is to hit my goal weight, which I've been working at for all 3 of us have. We're on.
Yep.
We use the same trainer. We're on a similar plan, so we're trying to cut the poundage, if you will. But that's my number 1. So
You don't have to call it out, but do you have a however you want to word it, if you're comfortable. Total
219.
pounds. Total. Okay.
219 is
Cool.
is my goal weight. So,
Yeah, that's a good weight for you.
yeah, I think so too.
Cool, man.
So that's my list. No razzing on these lists.
Oh, we razzed you.
But go ahead. Who wants to go
Raspberry
next?
wine.
I'll throw mine out.
Okay.
Number 5, I want to organize and finish my garage. We've been in our house for 5 years now, and it's been one of those kind of looming projects that I just have not gotten to.
Yeah.
So I want to knock that out.
Okay.
You've
Got a
some
whole
pretty
plan
good
for that.
storage space in there.
Not to bore the listeners, but there's some things I'm going to do. Finish it, add some more electrical outlets, just some different things that I want to do in there.
Yeah.
Number 4, this has been a goal of mine since Amanda and I lived in South Dakota from 2013 to 2015. I trained for it, got ready for it. I want to run a half marathon.
Oh, wow.
Whether that's something I register for or I just do it on my own, whether it's on the treadmill or if it's out on the street or whatever it is. I really want to do that. I got trained up for it. I was ready to go. Got a neck injury when I was living in South Dakota. Doctor said no more running. So I couldn't do it.
Shouldn't have been naked.
Oh, I heard you. I was up to my neck in injuries, Mike. And I don't appreciate you bringing it up.
That's ridiculous.
Throw him a bone, would you?
Oh my goodness, guys!
Yes.
I'm gonna run to the creek.
Okay.
So yeah, I really want to do that. I want to get to my goal weight as well. That's number 3. And it's more than just get there. It's more find a way to stay there.
Yeah, get there and stay there.
Man, I fluctuate so much. I mean, every year I have a 20 to 30 pound fluctuation. I gain it in a couple months, lose it in a couple months, gain it, and I just have repeated that cycle for 5 plus years now. And okay. I just want to put an end to it. So I want to get to my goal weight, like 190, 195 ish, and just stick there. I got there before my first son Benjamin was born. Like the way it looked, like the way it felt, and I just want to get back there.
Okay.
Number 2, I want to keep all my creative outlets open. So the podcast, number 1, want to keep the podcast going, and then just I mentioned it earlier in the episode, recording and writing music. It's something I really enjoy and something I haven't done that I really put on hold before 2020 happened and then the COVID and all that. So I'm going to keep that going.
Something you're good at.
Oh, thanks, man.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
No, he said, name something you're good at.
Is that what he said?
No, I said, and something. Yeah, I've heard it. You've sent me and Mikey some of your stuff that you wrote, and it's good.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks, guys. Thank you. And just number 1, continue to budget time for my family and me. Little inside scoop on me, just personality. I tend to just like be go
complete
all the time.
jerk.
Yeah, 100%. No, I just like I have so many interests and so many hobbies that I can tend to stretch myself pretty thin. So what's been nice is that was actually a 2020 goal of mine, is just to we schedule everything on our calendar, on our Google Calendar.
So do we.
For whatever it is, whether, just all kinds of things. It's all on the calendar. And so I made it a point to budget time for me, budget time for the family. And obviously 2020 has made that pretty easy, but I want to keep that going into 2021. Once we get back to some sense of normalcy, it's something I've really enjoyed, is just spending time with the family, spending time with my son, and really soaking that up and enjoying it, because it won't be too long till he's driving away to college, and I'm wishing I had that time back. So
listen, stop it. I don't want to think about it.
So yeah, that's my list.
Well, 2021 is going to get a little harder for you, because for those of you that don't know Danny, he also is in a really good cover band, and they book gigs too. So that's going to get a little bit harder with that in the podcast too.
Yeah, that and baby number 2 coming in April.
Oh,
that's right.
So
April showers.
Congratulations.
Bring baby toddlers.
Mikey, shoot us your list, would you?
I'll guard it. Okay. Number 5. Number 5, I'm going with I want to leave the country
What?
just for a trip.
Yeah.
I've never been outside of the United States, and
I'm
an
telling you.
all-inclusive is on my list of things to do, and I have plans to do it.
Get your passport first. It takes a
Gee.
little bit.
You don't need one.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, no, I know. I got to get that, but that is my number 5 goal is
Nice.
to leave the country this coming year.
Been trying to get him out of the country for years.
He ain't
Listen,
coming back.
It's happening. Number 4, I have to stop dipping,
Ooh.
which I have plans to do.
I thought you already did.
Well,
Thing about that is,
not the
You
easiest
hide it
thing
so
to do.
well. I have not seen you throw a dip in anytime I've hung out with you.
Well, you gotta be a little slick Rick. But yeah, that is number 4. Number 3, I want to try new places. Anybody that knows me knows I have a pretty good routine of where I go. Ethel's being that place.
And that Mexican spot too. Well, El Maguey's and
Yeah, we
What's
like
that
to
other
get
one?
Margs there. Ethel.
no. What's the other Mexican spot?
Oh,
Dos Primos.
there you go.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Why
Yeah.
did I know that?
I don't know, but I appreciate it.
Hey,
So,
we
yeah.
got plenty of bars around here now.
Well, I want to try new places. Doesn't necessarily have to be a bar, but
Bombshell.
just go different places.
They got
Number
good
2
food there.
also is a get to my goal weight. I want to lose weight. I go to
Look
a
at
trainer
us.
twice a week. I did it before, and I kind of gained it back, and I want to get back to where I was.
Yeah, you can do it, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, you already did it once.
Oh yeah. So just getting myself dedicated to doing that.
Yep.
And then number 1, I have a goal this year to quit drinking.
Hey,
Yeah, it's I plan to at least give it a full year go of stopping drinking.
Wow.
Yeah, that is
Dan,
something
were you aware of this, or is this just news
this
to
is
me?
this is brand new to me.
This is something I've been talking with Ken about, my trainer,
Right.
and I want to try to give it up for a year. at
Wow.
least. Maybe keep going after that, which will also help number 4 to stop dipping. Because
Well,
the
let's
tobacco
talk
goes
about
hand
that
in
just for 1 second. Every year I do sober October,
Mhm.
and I'll be completely honest with you, dude. The first week is the hardest, I think, and then after that, you'll think about it a time or two. But by the time that month is over, like your body just resets. Whatever the chemistry is, like you're not having those things fire in your brain where you just want to drink or whatever it is, and it just kind of goes away.
for me, it's the social aspect.
Mm-hmm.
So when I
That's
do
a huge
majority of
part
my
of it.
drinking is I like to go out and interact with people. So that'll be the hardest part for me, just keep myself occupied. Did not wanna do
Occupado.
that. Yeah, occupado. But yeah, those are my goals.
Nice. I like it.
Those are good goals.
Hey,
Well, yeah, I know. We got a little half serious, half joking there with our top 5 goals. I think it was kind of fun. Give us like I said, a little peep into different side of our personality there.
Mhm.
But my gosh, it's 2021 now. Started a
2021.
podcast. We're gonna keep it going. I've got a few kind of scenarios I want to run by you guys. Not necessarily would you rather's, but things to contemplate.
Okay.
And full disclosure, I'm a big fan of a podcast called the Foreplay Podcast. They're the golf guys on the Barstool Network.
What a name.
And I heard these recently on one of theirs, and it was intriguing to me, and the kind of the banter they had back and forth. So full disclosure, I am stealing from them. But would you live in Antarctica for 5 years if on the backside of that you were guaranteed $280 million?
Boy. Can I bring my family?
Sure. I think it's on the regular, like under 0 degrees.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's like
And like you're probably eating like meal, like ration kits or whatever. Like you're probably eating emergency food for 5 years, and like
Oh,
You're
it's
not
5 years.
5 years.
I'm
You're
out.
you're not going outside.
I'm out.
Hold on, 280 million.
I'm out.
What if
Without
you
a
made,
doubt.
what if you made it 4.5 years and then died?
Dude,
I think death is a possibility.
Yeah.
I mean, there has to be a guarantee.
Well, guarantee's only good as the man who puts it on the box.
I heard it.
You stick your head up a bull's ass.
Get a good look at a butcher's ass.
Wait, I always screw it up.
Oh, it's got to be your bowl.
Do you validate?
Yeah,
Wait,
I'm out.
what?
I'm
Do
out
you-
on that.
Do you validate?
Yeah. I'd say I think I'd try it just because of the money, but it's like trying it. You got a 5-year dedication.
Yeah.
5 years is a lot of years.
It's all 5 of them, Dan.
If it's 2 years, I'm thinking about it.
What if it's a good year?
If it's 1 year, I think that's doable.
Well, I think the amount of money has to be prorated at that point. I
I'm
think
just
it does-
saying.
it does make it an easier decision.
Are we
It's
taking
still
in
not-
inflation? Does the money go up after 5 years?
In Antarctica,
Yeah.
Yeah, the Penguins are spending it all.
Well, no, I don't got to keep my money in Antarctica.
Yeah, at 5 years, I'm out. See you later. Dunzo.
that is like life-changing money, though. We're 32. You come back at 37.
Is it worth it? You've just
Let me
wasted.
work it.
Hey,
I mean, honestly, is it worth it? Yeah,
I
you
don't
have
think-
280
I don't think so. I agree.
Yeah, I'm out.
I'm with you. All right, I got one more scenario for you.
Shooter.
All right, another golf-related scenario. You get 5 putts from 5 feet. Let's just say they're straight putts. They're dead straight putts.
Yeah,
Your nerves come into play. You got to hit the right stroke on it, all that stuff.
I'm in.
5 putts from 5 feet. Each putt you make is worth $10 million,
Okay.
and each putt you miss is worth a year in prison. How many are you making?
so let's say I make 4 out of 5.
And are if someone presents you with the scenario, are you going for it?
Do I get to
No.
hit do I have to practice green first?
Well, you can practice as much as you want.
Yeah, you're right. I'm still gonna miss.
So I'll be honest with you. I've been thinking about this one. I've got a putting mat in my basement, and I set them down at 5 feet, and I made 4 in a row. And I was thinking about it, like, oh my god, I just made 4 in a row. I'm done. And then I just bitched the 5th one and left it short.
Are you recording this set from prison?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm not doing it. But especially nerves. Yeah, you might get the money, but jail time? Absolutely.
I'm doing it.
not.
Your family can visit you.
Family
Yeah.
can visit you, but man, that's just white walls. Can't go anywhere.
I'm trusting my abilities. I'm going for it.
Oh, I'm not trusting my abilities. Absolutely not. You're a better golfer than we are, though.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it. That was the only way I was going to get you to say that.
Oh, jeez.
But what happens if you miss and go to prison?
Well, that's
Then they're
going to be
gonna
a
be- they're
shitty
gonna
5
be-
years.
Teeing off on you.
You're not going to make one of them though. Like even if you make one of them on the
4
backside of on the backside of 4 years, they're going to have 10 mil.
You have to hold on, but you have to shoot 5 times.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
So in those 4 years, can I break into my 10 mil for commissary?
Sure.
You get commissary.
No, you have to have your account filled. I watch a lot of Locked Up. You get food, but the commissary is like that's sweet treats.
Sweet.
That's where you get
Honey,
your
honey buns.
That ain't where Bubba gets his honey buns.
I'd gamble it.
You'd risk it?
I feel like if I made 40
No.
million and missed the 5th putt, I could find a way to not go to jail.
Pay a really good lawyer. There's no loopholes. It's either
Okay, no, I'd still
you miss.
I'd
You're
still
going.
I would still do it.
No,
I would do
I'm
it.
out. I'm out.
The money would be intriguing, but I think the downside of missing and
The
going to jail would just be horrendous.
Is there anything that's comparable? Like I'm pretty confident in my putting from 5 feet. Is there anything comparable where you got like 5 tries at something and you do it?
I think, okay, let's say
Parallel parking a car.
there's 50 million.
I'm really good at that.
50
Well, your
million,
car does it for you.
No, it doesn't.
What'd you say,
All right.
Mike?
Go ahead, Mike.
All right, so 50 million is the prize if you make majority. So 3 out of 5. If you miss 3 out of 5, then you go to jail for 5 years. So you just got to make majority of them, as opposed to
Honestly,
everyone
dude,
you
I
miss.
honestly, I think the human nervous system is a unique thing. I think no matter how much you change up the scenario, I think you're still going to be so nervous no matter what it is.
Unless you make those first 2. Then you're like, okay, well, I've already made 2.
Or what if you could stop at any time? So if you make your first one to win 10 million, you could stop there, or you can go for another 10.
Well, that's just a different scenario.
That is a different scenario. I'm not doing it. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
You get
I
one
just
shot
thought I'd throw
free.
it out there.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, everybody, thanks for joining us and sending off 2020. I know it's a few days behind us now, but we're going to be talking about 2020 for a long time now. So why stop now?
Nobody's gonna forget it.
Put it
So
in the history books.
Put it on the history books. Yeah, we're gonna leave you there. Make sure you follow us if you're still listening to us on your podcast platforms. Take a look at YouTube. We've got some. You have to look at our faces, which might be a downside for some people. But I think it adds a little bit more when you watch it. So
I agree.
take a watch on YouTube. Follow us on the socials. Let us know if you guys want to see anything. And let's kick 2020 out of here.
She
Be gone.
Bye. Choose.
And that was a Top 5 podcast. Find us on the socials at a Top 5 Pod. And don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe.